What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are back for a watch-along today. Frankfurt, Dortmund, live watch-along. It feels like it's been a year. Producer T made that joke a little bit earlier today. I thought it was funny, but it has been a year. I haven't streamed a watch-along since 2021, and it feels like it's been a couple months. So we're back. It's Frankfurt, it's Dortmund. It's the first match of the second half of the Bundesliga season. And already we have some games that were played. The first one is the Bayern match. Now, Bayern were hit pretty hard with COVID, so obviously their side was relatively weak. I mean, having to play Sabitzer well out of position. Not that Sabitzer is the most important, but they were really struggling to fill that side. They took the lead, and Gladbach came and took 3 big points from Bayern. So if we win today, which of course is a big must, because you know how it goes when Bayern drops points, we necessarily drop points. We would cut the gap down to 6. So like a respectable number. But I hope you guys are doing good. If you're just joining us today, guys, this is our first watch-along stream of 2022. So be sure to drop a like, say hello. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the Bayern match as well as the Dortmund match today. Do you think that we can capitalize? As I need a bath, and I thought that was a clever name. Josh is on his way back from Tim Hortons from I Need a Bath. And Yash is yes, Anita. there's a very small chance. For us to win, the boys have to find a way to stop Kostic because he gets controlled down the flank. We lose. Yeah, it's an interesting starting 11. We'll bring that up for you guys shortly. Kostic obviously rocking the captain's armband today, playing to the left wing back. Frankfurt lined up in that 3-4-2-1 system. They had a couple of really good players. They have Boré up front, Kamada, Lidstrom are on really good form as well. Chandler, Sebastian Rode, the old Dortmund boy. And then obviously, I agree. Kostic would be him and Lidstrom right now. I think are two of the most informed players for that Frankfurt side. That could be very, very dangerous. Boré is getting involved when he can. He's still he's an interesting striker. He hasn't came to life in terms of scoring a crap ton of goals, but he has still contributed in a more untraditional way as a striker for Frankfurt. Anthony says, "Nah, if Dortmund don't take advantage of this, Bayern lose, then we are finished, bruh." It's probably fair. Nah, Man United is Heart Attack FC. Yeah, United's had an interesting unrest in the camp so far. Dortmund has to win, but Frankfurt won't go out easily. This will be good. It will be. You want to bring the starting 11 up? Is that okay? We'll bring up the starting 11 for you guys, because I want to dive into it, get your guys' thoughts on it as well. It's a pretty decent starting 11 for 2022. I'm relatively happy. Dortmund has to win. I agree. I mean, every time, it's a recurring theme with Dortmund, guys. You guys know how it is. I mean, Bayern drop points. We get excited for 24 hours. We may or may not drop points as well. It's a 9-point gap already. I mean, to have any chance of even having a conversation of making this an interesting season, we need to win today. But this is the starting 11 we've gone with, guys. Let me know in the comments if you like the starting 11. Give me a rating out of 10 of how quality you think the starting 11 is for us today. It is the 4-2-3-1 we've been lined up with. Kobel's in net, Muniz at right back, Chan coming in for center back beside Hummels. That's where my nerves kind of are looking at today. Guerrero's in, which is nice to see out at left back. Bellingham and Dahoud, which is what you want to see at your CDMs. And then Royce at cam, where he's been playing great. Brandt, who's been kind of, making himself known out on that right-hand side. Malen out on the left, and Holland up front. So I think it's a pretty strong starting 11 here, guys. Lining up in the 4-2-3-1 today. It's good to see. Dortmund should buy Joe Scally and Serginho Dest. No. You not see Serginho's big old drop there you eat? No, I'm kidding. I would take Serginho Dest, and I would probably take Joe Scally as well, but I think Scally, like I've said multiple times, I think he needs to develop a little bit more. I think Gladbach's a good home for him. And Serginho Dest is an interesting one because he's a good player, but he's just having a miserable time at Barca right now. Hey, Josh, nice to see you back again. Hope you had a good holiday. Just left work 1 hour early to watch the game. Rest in peace, salary. Hey, that's the dedication I like to see, my man. Hopefully you guys had a good holidays as well. We're back, 2022. What kind of Dortmund are we going to get, guys? Yash says this starting 11 is an 8 out of 10 for him. A couple other people said 8 as well. I think that's fair. I'd say it's an 8. I mean, I like the front four. Malen cutting in from the left will be interesting. Brandt has been doing well on the right. He's been in really, really good form. Royce through the middle. You have DeHu and Bellingham in there. It's the two center backs that I'm just very curious to see how we're going to defend. Honestly, it's that entire back line. In terms of pure defensive abilities, all of them have a weakness in them. But on their day, if Guerrero can get the ball and goes forward, Hummels and Chan can be composed and proper at the two center back positions. You never know. Dan's here, says, hey, Josh in chat. Dan, how you doing today, my man? Josh, I'll be the first to ask this on stream. Any update on Gio? He's back training. From what I understand, it was reported that he was not going to be in the matchday squad for today. But again, I've said expect him to probably appear at some point in January. Would be what I said. I've said it for a couple weeks now, but like I said, every single time I've touched on Gio, his injury has gotten worse. So I'm trying to be careful with it, but it looks like Gio will hopefully be in the matchday squad at some point in January. Tasty Football says, isn't it a 4-3-3? I'd say no, my man. We don't have any proper wingers to play a 4-3-3. The 4-2-3-1 kind of allows Brandt to kind of, as that kind of outside right attacking mid, drift in when he wants, Smallin as well. It's interesting. If anything, you could have said maybe it'd be played in a 4-1-2-1-2. DeHuda at your 6, Bellingham, Brandt as the two kind of 8s, Royce at your 10. But I don't think we're going to play like that. I think we're going to play like as we see it on screen, but we'll have to wait and see when the game gets kicked off, guys. But my assumption is a 4-2-3-1. But Kevin, yeah, a lot of people asking about Gio. He is close to returning. It was reported that he wasn't he wasn't healthy enough to get on the starting matchday squad today. Josh, can you see Haaland being sold in this transfer window? 0%, guys. And I almost went live a couple times. It's sad, but I almost went live a couple times to say, hey, just in case you didn't know, Dortmund aren't buying anyone in the transfer window, which I'm assuming a lot of you guys knew that. The biggest transfer news to come out of Dortmund is that they're not interested. There's like little rumors here and there. We were linked to Aubameyang for half a second, but in all honesty, we're probably not going to sign anyone. But if you guys are just joining us today, guys, be sure to drop a like if you're just tuning in. Drop a sub as well. We're at 14 likes. Let's pump that number up a little bit as we're getting ready to get towards kickoff here. But no, I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm fairly confident there'll be no transfer activity in this window, and we'll have the same squad entering the window and exiting it. Des could be going to Bayern or Chelsea. Maybe. Bayern need a right back. I've been interested in him. I thought he should have went there to begin with. Hello, Josh. How you doing, my friend? This is pretty close to Dortmund's best 11. I'd say so. Do you think Gio can regain form and decent again after so much injuries? I don't know. I've said I think we got to be careful on Gio's expectations because his main opposition that he's fighting to get in is Brandt, and Brandt has been one of the most important players for Dortmund for a little bit. So I think Gio's going to have a really, really tough time because we play in the 4-2-3-1, which means that if Gio's going to play at his best in the 10 role, he's got to beat out Marco Reus, which he's not going to do, which means he then has to aim to the wings, which is not Gio's strengths. And Brandt has found a way to be productive from the wing. So it's hard. I don't know, man. I'd be a little nervous if I was Gio just because I don't know how he's going to fit in this starting 11. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys think that Gio has a chance of breaking in right away or if he's got to build his way in. Morning, Josh. I'm excited for the new year. Let's go, BVB. James, how you doing, my man? Hello, Josh. Who could be possible replacement for Haaland? Patrick Schick is the only one really right now. Now it's going to depend a lot on his price tag, but he fits that profile. Depending on the price tag, he fits that profile. But we're gonna see. Because I don't think like Vlahovic or anyone like that. I mean, Adeyemi is not supposed to be the Haaland replacement. So for me, I just only have one for you. I don't think Haller really fits it. I think he's just a little bit older. I don't know. For me, it's really just Schick right now. But we're going to have to wait and see, guys. Thank God back past Witzel ain't playing. Oh, Witzel. Axel. Who will save us in defense this game? Happy New Year's. Cheers, my man. I don't want to... I think Chan's going to have a good game. Like, I'm hard on Chan, but I think when he's focused, when he's dialed in, Chan can be effective. So I'll put my wild card out there that if someone in the back four is going to have a solid game today, it's going to be Chan. Needs to stay composed. We'll have to see. Augsburg looked pretty bad today. Midfield is worse than I remember. Hopefully they get service to Pepe. Yeah, U.S. men's national team fans were asking me a lot of questions about Augsburg, and I didn't have a lot of nice things to say just in terms of their style of play and what to expect, but I wouldn't expect Pepe having a massive amount of touches in the game. It's just whether a chance comes, he'll have to take it. But yeah, I didn't watch the Augsburg game today, but I can't imagine it was overly enjoyable if you're watching it from the Augsburg perspective. I think Dortmund could sign someone in the transfer window. Never say never. Oh yeah, there's definitely a possibility, but knowing Dortmund, if anything, it would be someone who will have zero impact on the squad. It'll be someone like a 17-year-old, 18-year-old we bring in and then loan back out. That's just my opinion. I don't think Dortmund will sign anyone this transfer window that will have any impact on even a rotation player or actual starting 11 type player. I think that if we sign anyone, like I said, it'll be a youngster that they keep their eye on. They'll sign, loan back out, or it'll be a kid who'll go to the U23s. That's my prediction, but you never know. I hope we sign Schlotterbeck. I don't want to deal with... I hope we sign Schlotterbeck as well, but again, that would have to be in the summer window. Isn't the best possible starting 11 other than Emre Can? Yeah, I'd say so. Akanji in there instead, I'd say it's pretty damn close. Yash has been a member here for 4 months, man. Big shout out to Yash. Appreciate the support on the channel, my man. Gio doesn't walk into this team, but will have to earn his spot unless Brandt does what he does last time. Yeah, I don't think Gio walks into this side either, because I just don't think there's a proper spot for him instead of taking out Royce, which I just don't think he's gonna do. It's interesting. It's interesting. Gio could replace Brandt if he's out of form. I agree. If I'm Gio, I'm hoping that Brandt or even Mullen or that left-hand side slips up. Because that's your opening. I don't think it's going to be through the middle. Hey, Josh. Bundesliga is back. Means Riley's back. Let's go. Hey, Abe. Riley, how you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're excited. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff, guys. If you're just joining us, be sure to drop a like. Let's get over 20 likes, guys. Come on. We can do that. That's acceptable. We should sign more Turkish league players. A bit underrated, but they produce some decent talents. They do. I'm trying to think of a fullback or center back that we could get a cheeky little signing, but I don't know off the top of my head who would be there. I mean, Transospor's had an excellent season this year, top of the table, so maybe someone from that team. If Dortmund do not sign defenders in January, we will concede every game for the rest of the season. Kingston, I can almost promise to you guys, we're not going to sign anyone who will have an impact on this team. That's in a couple weeks if I'm wrong, which I'm wrong often, let me know, but I don't see it. I don't see Dortmund bringing anyone to strengthen this side in January. I don't. Like I said, it'd be a young player brought in on loan, or brought in and then loaned out, something like that. Josh, I know it's unrealistic, but what do you think about... Yeah. Kelly from Leipzig. I mean, it's unreal. I'd like it, Anthony. I'd like it, but it's just unrealistic. We don't have any money. Like if you're talking about maybe in the summertime, it's a different story. But I don't. It's unrealistic because we're not going to strengthen the right back position, and we don't have money to put into him because he'll probably cost like 28 to 25 mil. If you're looking at January, nothing. If you're looking at the summer, I'm expecting a center back, a CDM, and a winger. And we'll have to see what the money looks like. But yeah, guys, get in your score predictions if you have not done so yet. Josh, can you tell Ford not to steal our players? Yeah, two big moves happening in the Canadian Premier League, if there's any Canadians in the chat. Gio is better than Brandt. I read somewhere that he actually had better numbers in his first year than Messi did. Gio's like a good player. Like I like Gio. I just he doesn't fit this system. In my opinion, if you want Gio at his best, you start him over Royce at cam. He struggled on the wings, and it's hard. The best I remember Gio is when they were playing the 3-4-2-1, which allowed two kind of floating cams, and that's where Gio was at his best. And Gio had some good numbers. It just Gio struggled because we went away from that system, and we've introduced more wingers, which doesn't play to his strength. Bayern lost. Gladbach. Gladbach is their kryptonite. But to be fair, Bayern had a ton of COVID issues, which, was interesting. I think Schick would be great for Dortmund from Royce's lit, and that's probably what we're going to find. Newcastle United lost to Cambridge today in the FA Cup. That's embarrassing. Yeah, the oil money can't save everyone. Prediction comes in 4-3 Frankfurt. Not what you want to see. Would you rather start Prongacic or Chan? I'd rather start Chan. I don't trust Prongacic that much. Not that I trust Chan a whole bunch, but like I said, Chan can have his good games. Josh, I need a sum on Gio, US fan. Chris, how you doing, my man? Like I said, he was ruled out for this game, but like I said, I expect him at some point in January to be on the bench. That's what I'm saying. We got some predictions coming in. 3-2 Dortmund, 4-3 Frankfurt, 5-3 for I don't know who. Dortmund hasn't been good in the clutch, apparently. Do you think that you have a shot at the title, especially after Bayern slip up? Honestly, man, no, I don't. Like, I'm not... Bayern lost to their game against Gladbach because COVID hit them hard. Now, if COVID is a freak show throughout the rest of the season, maybe. But let's take it one game at a time. I mean, there's a 9-point lead. I don't think Bayern, no matter what happens, are going to drop a 9-point lead. We may not even win today. We may draw today. If we win, the conversation's a little bit more open, but I just find it very hard to believe that we can overturn that, given that we're not strengthening this squad, that COVID could hit us too, that injuries. So no, I'm not trying to get my hopes up. I think it's awesome. That makes it a little bit more interesting that Gladbach won, but I don't think that we're gonna be able to turn it. Now I hope I'm wrong, but we'll have to see. 4-2 for BBB. Has Lorenzo Insigne gone to Toronto FC? He has. He's not going to join until summertime, though. I think we can play Gio as a cam, as a sub in the second half to rest Royce. That's the thing, though. Royce doesn't get, like, a ton of rest. He plays most minutes. But that is true. Finn says, I really hope we don't lose McNaughton. Might be going to TFC. Dan says 2-1 Dortmund. We got another 2-1 Dortmund in there. Why is there no Leonard Maloney? Could solve the back line instantly. I'd be careful with that, my man. Or Mia, my lady. I don't think Leonard Maloney comes in here and does anything to this team. I like Leonard Maloney, but he's a third division type player, maybe second division type player. I mean, he's not going to come in Dortmund's team and make any difference. I'd start Prongacic over Maloney, but it's just how it is. Bayern is winning the title unless all their players drop dead for 2 months. Please be realistic with the squad in the situation. Kevin, with less harsh words, I agree. 3-3, maybe a last-minute goal. Morning, friends. Dortmund should sell Holland and buy a center back and a fullback. Well, we're going to see what Holland's situation happens in the summertime. Don't forget, you are Dortmund. Title is safe. I find Dortmund don't take advantage of games. Yeah, that's been a big thing, man. Not taking advantage of games. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But we're getting close to game time, guys. If you're just tuning into the chat, be sure to say hello, get your score predictions in. Drop a like, as always, because we're about 2 minutes away. And I don't know if I'm going to have access to the game here. Might have to find a cheeky stream somewhere. Gio second half would be amazing. Pardon? I'm going to say, yeah, there's an FA Cup game on there. Yeah, who cares about that? Literally, Sportsnet has West Brom against Brighton. Like, anyone gives a rat's ass about West Brom and Brighton. Whatever. I'll find a stream if it doesn't work. But let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. I see a beautiful little Canadian in the chat. Rabona TV. Adrian, how you doing, my man? Says, let's go. Adrian, hope you're doing well. Member of the Unsackable podcast. Good, very good content creator for Rabona TV. We saw a nice little cheeky picture with him and Manuel, and we realized Manuel's 6'5". So if I get a picture with Manuel, I'll be to his hips. So it'll be fine. Okay, I'm not that short. Do you play FIFA? I did. I've played FIFA my whole life. I haven't really played it as much since starting the channel. A lot of you guys have tried to push me to stream on it. I just don't have the time. But we'll see. Josh, do you think Bellingham could be sold in this transfer window? No. Guys, I don't think anyone will be coming in. I don't think anyone will really be going out. And like I said, if something happens, I assume it will be a young, talented player that will have no impact on the team that we will sign and then loan out. That is my assumption. So no transfers in, no transfers out for Dortmund until the summer. And then the summer will be very interesting depending on Haaland's future. and a bunch of other factors. Let's go, boys. Hyped to watch the boys back. I'm excited as well, my man. What's up, Josh? Hope you're doing well, my friend. I am doing well, guys. I am. Everton versus Hull City is on right now. I know. It's ridiculous. I need Sportsnet now to cut to the... It's 12:30, so yeah, I'm going to have to find a stream. Unbelievable. I'm assuming the game might have even started. All right, let's see if I can find something here. Kingston says 4-3-2-1. Kingston, what is that formation? Because that is absolutely not what we're playing today. We're going to be playing in a 4-2-3-1. All right, do I got a stream here? Do I have? You have one? I have a stream. We're good. We're laughing. We're okay. Did you get Sportsnet now working?
Yeah.
You did? I still have the West Ham game. Do you?
I think the channel it was supposed to be on is showing that game.
Which one do you have it on?
Just actually on Sportsnet now, you can just pick the game itself.
I picked it, but it's still the West Brom game. I found a stream, so it doesn't really matter. On now. It's weird. Come on, Dortmund. The game is on Sportsnet now. I have Sportsnet now on, guys. I have a stream up, so like I can see the game, but like are you on the home screen? Which one did you click on? Oh, there's one. See if this is it. Hey, we're good. We got it. We're laughing. Holland's got the headband on. We are good to go, guys. If you're just tuning in, be sure to drop a like. The game is underway. Dortmund, Frankfurt. I missed the first 30 seconds, but Sportsnet figured it out. So I should be like up to date. So hopefully I'm not like behind a lot of you guys. Check now. Yeah, we're good, boys. We are good. I'm sad to see empty stadiums again. Yeah, it's pretty depressing, to be honest. A lot of you guys are mad about the West Brom game being on as well. I figured it out, but let's take a look and see if we can figure out how Dortmund's playing today. Because like I said, I thought it was going to be the 4-2-3-1. Maybe it's the 4-1-2-1-2. Brandt literally looks like he's playing on the right. That's a good ball to Thomas Meunier. Oh! Okay. So Thomas Meunier just about had a bullet. Was that Hummels playing up from the back? It was. He was onside too. What a ball from Mats Hummels. Touched very nicely. Then what a hit. That was a good save. I was going in. That was a beautiful ball from Mats Hummels and took it on the outside of his foot, man. If Meunier would have banged that home, that would have been quite the start. You're ahead of me. I'm at a minute 40, guys. Now a minute 45 into the game. Where's your Dortmund shirt, Josh? It is behind me. I chose black shirt with Dortmund hat. Nice little ball. What a start, guys, that would have been. A unbelievable pass picked out from Mats Hummels. And then Meunier could have had one of the goals of the season. Did Ricardo Pepi play today? If so, how did he do? Did anybody watch Ricardo Pepi play today? I didn't watch the Augsburg game. I know that Augsburg lost 3-1 and Pepi got subbed on in the 60th minute. I have no idea how he did. I'd assume he probably didn't have many touches or much impact just given how the game was looking, just specifically on stats, but I did not watch the game. Meunier exposing Kostic. That would have been a goal, man. That would have been such a nice goal for Dortmund to kickstart it. But it does kind of look like it is a 4-2-3-1 so I'm confused on where Mullen's heading. Dan, I support Real Betis. Here comes nice ball to find Brandt. Finds Mullen. Kind of looks like Mullen's playing at the right attacking mid. Brandt's playing at cam and Royce is out on the left. Still a 4-2-3-1. If Leonard Maloney passed that, then it would have gone in. Shocking decision not to have him in. Okay. Just in case anyone didn't know, more than likely Maloney won't have a cap for Dortmund this season. Would be my expectations. Mateo Fonseca Perez, do you know if Bielsa speaks English? Does Bielsa not speak English? I'd be surprised. Nice ball. Really nice ball to find Daniel Mullen. Got a lucky touch there. But yeah, it does look like guys were playing today in a 4-2-3-1. Nice little run there. And there goes Holland. Nice hit. But our front... Pardon? Pardon? Maybe he came off the bench or something. I don't remember. But I was kind of meaning more of like from now to the end of the season. Hi to JJD TV. Hi, my man. How you doing? He uses a translator, Bielsa. I didn't know that. But yeah, guys, it looks like we're playing in the 4-2-3-1. Mullen at right attacking mid, who's linking up very well with Meunier early in this game. Meunier's had a strong start to this game. Brandt's definitely playing at cam. Royce is playing out at left attacking mid, Holland up front. So it's a little different of the 4-2-3-1 I was thinking. I think it's interesting. Mullen coming in on his right, looking to cross. Royce will be the one kind of cutting in, playing alongside Guerrero. And then Brandt through the middle, which Brandt has been playing well at the right. So that's very interesting, guys. Let me know what you guys think about it. Guys look confident today. They do, man. Josh, you think Jonathan David could move in this transfer window? No. They said that he's going to finish out with Lille until the end of the season, and then he'll be leaving in the summertime. So there's a bunch of different places that David may end up. Premier League, La Liga, maybe Serie A, I don't know. Pepe looked all right. No service. Few times he threw on goal, but the wingers midfield didn't have him. Augsburg midfield is atrocious today. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Blue Black Fire. Hey guys, glad to be back. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. Hopefully you guys had a very good holiday as well. I did feel nice and refreshed. Let me know where you guys are tuning in today. Drop some flags into the chat. Say hello. Drop a like as well if you guys are just tuning in. 5 minutes into this game, and Dortmund have been very impressive, to be fair. I really like the link-up play between Mullen and Meunier on that right-hand side. Meunier's looked very, very active today. Look how high he is. If you guys can tell right now, looking in the corner of your picture, you'll see Meunier's playing wide. He's looking to go and advance up the pitch. It looks like Mullen is as well. Look at that. Again, the link-up play has been very nice. It's a poor ball, though, from Meunier, but good tempo to the game from Dortmund so far. Josh, who do you think will win the African Cup of Nations, which starts tomorrow? I like the African Cup of Nations, and I give big credit to Sebastian Haller, who basically had to stand up for the African Cup of Nations. People asked him if honestly, if he wanted to even go and do it, and he's like, yes, I do. Like, this is important to me. Yeah, I'm sure that's where Yeet is tuning in from today. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the chat, guys. I'm curious. Let me know who you guys want to win, or who you think will win the African Cup of Nations. If I had to pick who I want to win, and Producer T will understand this. I think he'll probably agree with me. But Producer T and I are big Ghana fans. we fell in love with Ghana back in the 2010 World Cup. Yeah. It might have been, yeah, it actually might have been earlier than that. Like, Producer T and I used to play World Cup Soccer 2006. But then seeing how well Ghana did in the 2010 World Cup, I'm a big fan of Gien, Osmosa Gien, and Taylor was a big fan of AU. That's a nice little ball. So yeah, so Ghana is definitely our African country. Now, I don't think they're going to win, but they're always the team that I cheer for the African nations, just because. Yeah, I don't know, man. That World Cup run was a shame. Suarez sucks, but yeah, I think Senegal is gonna win. Lot of nations coming in there. Dan's tuning in from England once again. Josh, is Holland gonna move? Probably in the summertime. Would be my expectations, unless they can strike some type of deal to keep him here for another season. But at some point, whether it's this season or next summer, he will move on. But Mullen with a good little ball in there finds Holland, but can't quite get to it. But let's see what you guys are repping for the African Cup of Nations. Algeria, Egypt. Tyrone's tuning in. Tyrone, who are you cheering for, or who do you think will win the African Cup of Nations? Osmosa Gyan played in India. He played in India? I know he played in the UAE. He was at Rennes, then he went to Sunderland, and then he went to the UAE where he scored a lot of goals. Then he went to China. Then he went to Turkey. Did he JJD TV memes. Did he finish his career in India, or who did he play for in India? Because he's one of my favorite players, to be honest. Like I loved Osmos again. He just kind of sold out his career a little bit for money, but it is what it is. Egypt could be the dark horse to win the tournament. Gabon. I don't know if Gabon will win without Aubameyang. I think a couple other players got a COVID as well. Tyrone says Ghana or Senegal for sure. I don't know how good the Black Stars actually are this season. They got some talent, but they haven't really done it in the tournament before. They've struggled. Mr. Carlson's tuned in, says, hello, Josh, my friend. I'm rooting for Ghana as well. I'm a Crew fan, and they have some players in there. That is true. Yeah, Gyan was my guy. Osmosa Gyan was my guy. But he's obviously not a part of the team anymore. The AU brothers, I'm assuming, still have a big part. Morocco for Hakimi. I like the Moroccan team as well. I think Algeria are probably the favorites. I don't know if anyone knows who the actual favorites are. I'd assume, if I had to throw money on it, I'd probably either put it on... It's tough. I mean, I'd probably put it on Algeria or Senegal, to be honest. Holland could go to PSG. I doubt he's going to go to PSG. He's being linked back to Barca, which I think is funny. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, look. Timothy Chandler is playing. No idea why he doesn't get call-ups. Yeah, used to be a big part of the U.S. men's national team. Senegal and Algeria are the two best teams. Ivory Coast, Egypt, Cameroon are the dark horses. Yeah, Cameroon upset Ivory Coast pretty badly to move on to the next World Cup qualifying round. Just noticed Timothy Chandler is in this game. He is. I believe he's playing right wing back. If I looked at that correctly. That was a good little spell there for Frankfurt, guys. Marco Rosa trying to calm the guys down. It was a really, really good start for Dortmund. Now they need to find a way to kind of get back in the groove. There's a good tempo to the game. Getting pressed a little hard here. I think that was a foul. Josh, how can Barca be linked to Holland? It should be illegal. Well, they pulled off a Torres deal, and it should be illegal. I don't know how it is. I'm not reading too much into the Barca-Holland links. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I do kind of think there's a chance that he could stay another season. It depends on what availability there is to him. I think he would like to go to Madrid, but with Mbappe going there, can play in the wings, they still have Benzema there. Maybe he wants to hold off, stay in Dortmund for an extra season, move to Madrid when he can take over from Benzema. I don't know. City, to me, makes the most sense. They need a striker. He's got connections. That's a good ball, but defended properly, or picked up easily from trap. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Do you think Holland will move this summer? Or do you think that he will stay for another season? I think he may stay, Josh. He could, man. Like, the Puma deal obviously is an interesting factor. I just don't know. This season has been so frustrating. He's been injured. I mean, he's always been scoring. It's nicely done from Brandt there. I don't know. Nice ball from Guerrero. Defended. Hard challenge coming in there. Really good pressing from Dortmund, though. Won the ball back a couple times. Nicely done from Dahoud. That might be off, but finds Royce. Guerrero! Was it off? It was a good... See if he was off. That was really good passing there from Dortmund. It does look like Royce was offside. He was. How old are you, Josh? I am 25. Oh, Holland, why you want to leave Dortmund? Please no. I mean, the season hasn't been overly good. I mean, getting knocked out of the Champions League, a lot of injuries, a lot of concerns. I don't know. I don't know where Holland's mind's at, man. Sebastian says, I'll support Senegal in the African Cup of Nations. Yeah, we can use Holland. Yeah, Tarome's a big City fan. To me, if I was Holland, I'd probably go to City. Or wait and go to Madrid when Benzema leaves. Madrid have been linked to Holland and Mbappe. If it happens, that would be nasty. It would be, but Benzema's playing the best football of his career. Like, the numbers this season are ridiculous. He's the captain of that team. He's a legend. I don't know how you're going to play a front three with them. I don't know if Holland wants to move out wide. Mbappe is versatile, man. He can play on the left, he can play on the right, he can play as as a striker. Like it's not easy to get. It's not very hard to get Mbappe into that front three. Haaland is different. I feel like Haaland has to play as a striker. But we'll see. If the leagues go half a season without fans, what do you see happening with regards to the financial health? I mean, I don't know. Dortmund's been pretty light on the wallet since COVID has started. So if there's more of this empty stadium stuff, I think we're gonna see a transfer window similar to like we're gonna see this one, which is gonna be a very, very quiet one. It's a poor foul taken there from Emre Can, who just rips the player down. I'm a big Cameroon fan. Little Samuel Eto'o. Mukuku, guys. I don't know if you guys have heard this. Samuel Eto'o was going well out of his way to try to get Youssoufa Mukuku to represent Cameroon instead of Germany, which I think is very interesting, man. And honestly, if I'm recruiting for a national team, I'm doing that exact method. I'm getting Samuel Eto'o, who's the most famous Cameroonian to ever play, just a beloved player, just an amazing player all around, won it all, to go up to Mukuku and be like, hey, this is the career I had, this is what I've done. You were born in Cameroon. Oh, that's a shitty goal. Oh, and it was Boré. I was taking shots at him before, too. Set piece defending, boys. British Empire says, hey, Josh. Oh, man. It kind of looked like Kobel should have got that, but let's see. It's from a set piece. Kostic took it. Meunier or Royce should have maybe done better. Wasn't able to get it. It's a good finish from Boré, but I think Kobel should have had that, man. I think that's on Kobel. It didn't look like it had a ton of power, man. It was decent. No, that's a save, man. That's a save. That's got to be a save. I put that down to Gregor Kobel, man. I don't know why Daniel Malen, a striker, is covering Boré, a striker. I think that's a little bit concerning. But that's a good finish from Boré. But Kobel's got to do better there. That's tough, because we had a positive start to this game. Dortmund should have gone for Boré. No, I'm not convinced. Don't prove me wrong even more, Boré. But I'm not convinced that Boré would have been a fit for Dortmund. Boré is a good signing for Frankfurt. They lost Under Silva and they got him for free. He had a really good season with River Plate. He's a good player, but that was savable, man. That was on Kobel, man, which is fine. I mean, Kobel's been lights out all season long. It sucks though. That's one you want to get. It was a good delivery from Kostic. He's obviously very good at his distribution. And as Kostic once again, you'd expect this to be whipped in. But Hummels clears that out nicely. Now let's see if we can go on the break here. Oh, Brand, did I hit your hand, my man? Oh, bundled over. This team couldn't defend the U10s. That's a Berkey type blunder. Honestly, man, Meunier could have blocked it. Royce could have blocked it. Nobody was on Boré. Kobel shitty save. Yeah. I mean, at the end, you want your keeper to be able to make that. So I put that down to Kobel. But there's questions, man. Like, you don't have a striker defending a striker. I'm sorry, you don't. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Malen has zero defensive ability. Why is he man marking Boré? I just find that weird. I get maybe a size matchup, but I don't know. And then Royce looked like he could have maybe got it. There was a lot wrong with that goal. So that's a typical Dortmund goal to give up. I just saw an article about Dortmund's CEO opinion on the return to empty stadiums. He talked about how it could hurt the league in the whole financially. It absolutely can, but it will do that to every league. It'll be an excuse not to go out to the transfer market and get players. This defense, man. Yeah, it's definitely on the keeper. I am a goalkeeper. I said 3-1 Dortmund. I didn't mean 3-1 Frankfurt. It's all right. It's all right. We'll we had a promising start. Let's see if we can find a way to build back in. It's tough that we're the away side here, but here comes Kostic, and that's a better save there from Kobel. Had to be alert. I wonder if they even practice defending during the winter break. I mean, let me know if you guys agree with that. Let me know if I'm correct. If I saw it was Mullen who was marking Boré. Is that correct? Let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat. Do you remember? It was Mullen marking Boré, and then let me know if you agree with that, because I do not understand whatsoever why you would have someone who's a striker with a striker's instinct. Why he's man matching a striker? Like, I play up the pitch when I play. I would never be the man marking a striker. I'd grab like a fullback, someone who doesn't have that type of presence, because that was a good finish from Boré. It's what a striker can do. You need a defender on him. I just found that very strange. I think it was Bellingham. Okay, and maybe I saw it wrong, because I thought it was Mullen. I didn't full out see. I don't know. I guess that's better. It's not like Bellingham's the best defensively. I don't know how he really is at man marking. I don't know. Your striker. There's one striker in this team. It's Boré. I feel like you should have put one of your center backs on him, even Meunier, like a defender. But maybe I'm wrong. That's nicely broke out there, but from distance, and Kostic pumps it over. What transfers will Pacific make now after the news yesterday? Finn, I would keep an eye on Manuel. He had a couple tweets going around yesterday. Now, I don't know anything, but I mean, it seems like Pacific are going to sign a couple players who more than enough make up for losing the two that they did. I'm a big fan of Campbell, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of excited to be able to watch him for Forge. But I don't think it's an overly good look for the league to see two of those really, really good players for Pacific, top young player and one of the best players in the league, move on and sign for Forge. But regardless, we'll have to see who. And I don't know the names, but there's people that are apparently coming in. So keep an eye on Manuel. He's got potentially some news coming soon. The day we get a defender, I'm gonna be so happy. It was Bellingham, but hey, who would have been better there? I would have stuck Chan or Meunier or Hummels. I would have stuck a center back on a striker. That's just me. Now, again, maybe the size matchup had an indication there, and Bellingham was pretty close to him, but Boré just got the better of him. Regardless, I still think it's on Kobel. Kobel has to make that save. But let's see how Dortmund will respond here. We find Bellingham. He went for the nutmeg. Try to be cute. Oh, there's a lot of space, man, on the break. There's some big, big holes coming back the other way. Dortmund got to be careful with the ball. The second they lose it, Frankfurt is very good on the counter. And especially with Kostic going forward, that looks scary. I don't know what happened to our fullbacks. Guerrero will obviously try to get up the pitch as much as he possibly can. There's an interesting one. How did our boy William Akio do this season? I saw him got called up for South Sudan. I interviewed William on the channel, which was pretty cool. And I know he had a call up when I interviewed him. But he had an excellent season this year. One of Valor's best players, if not their best player. But I don't know if he's going to represent South Sudan or not. I know he got that call up when we interviewed him. Yeah, it's sad to see Campbell leave. He was a solid piece for us. Thanks for saying that we've got rumors, top talent coming back. It looks like it. Manuel's obviously from BC. He keeps a good eye on Pacific. So he said it's tough news in a tweet he had yesterday, but I think he knows of some rumors of some adequate replacements coming in. So just keep an eye on him. Cause I don't know the players. I haven't bugged him on that yet. But I'm curious to see how they replace it, because it's a big loss, man. The day we get a good defender, I will be happy. Summertime, guys. Schlotterbeck. But like I said, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to do anything in this January transfer window. But if you guys are just joining us today, we appreciate you coming back for the first watch-along stream of 2022. Be sure to drop a like, guys. I don't know if we've hit 50 likes yet, but let's set that as our next target, as we are down 1-0 pretty early on in this one. And there's 2. Why did I have to chirp Boré? Why did I have to chirp Boré? So avoidable. Holy crap. It's such an avoidable goal. Royce, man. Jeez. Quick feet from Bore and a nice finish. The man had 4 goals going into this game, and now he's at 6. Jesus. This is... Holy crap. This is terrible, man. Promising start to the game. Just completely fell apart. Oh, there's Mullen. Forgot he was on the pitch. So easily defended. Man, this is... Holy. Yeah. Yeah, Royce has been somewhat involved in both goals. Not what you really want to see. I don't know what he's doing back there defending. And there's Sloppy once again. Here comes Kamada. Oh, God. All right, let's see if we can do something here. Here comes Holland. We got space. We have Brandt to his side. Slide him in. Holland, man! Brandt was wide open! This club is going down. Sorry, caps locked. Good thing you signed Adeyemi. We didn't sign Adeyemi. We need a defender. Holland has to... Holland, man, that was a huge opportunity. It was a 3-on-2, and Brandt was in so much space running onto the ball like that. He chose the wrong pass. I don't understand what he's doing. Oh. We got a set piece coming up. 25 minutes in, already down 2-0 against Frankfurt. What is that, ref? Ref! There's no... What are you doing? How did Lidstrom sneak his way in there like that? Could you see Akio play in Europe one day? Plus, did he go to South Sudan in the November window? He didn't go in the November window. Potentially. I don't know what type of league. He had an interesting route where he made his way professionally, but he's a talented kid. No doubting that. Every week I think we're going to win, and remember I support Dortmund. Though I think it would be better, the passes just aren't clicking up top. It was such a decent start to this game. There was a lot of good, and that's another good run there. And Brandt's been good, but Mullen of the deep one. There's just no fluidity to this team. There's been some nice tight. Oh, that was another good pass there. Bellingham, Jude. Oh my God. Just makes your skin crawl, boys. It was a good start to the game. I really liked a lot of the intricate passing. It looked like we were on the front foot, and we just are way too open, man. The second we put bodies forward, and we're also sloppy on the ball, but when we put bodies forward and it gets completely intercepted because we go for the wrong pass or we do something wrong, it gets turned over, and Frankfurt hit very hard on the break. There's literally no midfield. I'm not sure what our fullbacks are doing either. There's just so much open space. Look at right here. Look, 1-2 passing. And that was a poor ball, but there's a lot of space for Frankfurt to exploit. They need to be more organized. And once again, there it is. Turnover right there. There are a little bit more bodies back. But there's just a lot of space for Frankfurt to attack. And once again, Royce. It's not been a good game for him. Holy crap. Same year, same shit. 1 goal and they're back in it. Thoughts on Akinola? Any chance he plays for Canada? He has already represented Canada. He's cap tied to Canada. Odd he chooses Canada. Yeah, so he's already cap tied for Canada. He played for Canada in the Gold Cup, and then he picked up an ACL injury. So he's chosen Canada, and he's a Canadian international. But yeah, it almost would have made more sense to try to fight for that striker spot at the U.S., but I ain't complaining. Deep ball coming in. Oh! And it could have been 3. Just like that. This game could have been long gone. Oh, man. I miss Murray, bro. Dortmund reminds me of my favorite college team. Holy crap. Can you speak German too? I cannot speak German. Ah, man. Batar says, let's go. We are so sloppy in defense. I don't know what the deal is with this Dortmund team, man. All right, Batar. You just came off an L as well, but I mean, at least you have a decent excuse. I mean, COVID wrecked your guys' team. We don't have much of an excuse. This is just, I don't know, man. This is just, like, the players don't know exactly what to do when they're attacking because they put themselves in a position where if it doesn't work out, they're just wide open. They're just, I just don't know, man. I don't know if this is on Marco Rosa, if this is on the players. It's just like, what, dude, man, what are you doing? I don't know. It just seems like there's a lack of identity still to this team. Not sure exactly what to do with the ball. Players going forward when they shouldn't. The big issue with me is Bellingham likes to attack. He's playing at CDM right now. 4-2-3-1. Bellingham likes to attack, which I like him going up the pitch like that. But obviously that just leaves Dahoud there in the middle when he attacks. Also, while he's going up the pitch, usually you see Meunier and Guerrero. And already 30 minutes in this game, seeing Bellingham go up the pitch, seeing Meunier, seeing Guerrero, that literally leaves Dahoud, Chan, and Hummels on the counter. Now, Hummels getting hit on a counter when he's a little further up the pitch, his speed is going to get exploited. But there needs to be some situational awareness. And I don't know if that's on the players or if that's on Marco Rosa, but if you're putting bodies forward, Meunier needs to look to Guerrero. And if Guerrero's going up the pitch, Meunier, you do not do it too. You can't be hit with that many numbers the other way. And there's just a little bit of confusion. But here comes Marco Reus. That's a... I don't know. This team looks way, way too open for me. Way too open. And I think it has to go down to Marco Reus. It has to be on a game plan here. Because I don't know if he's telling the players to go forward like this. But we've been getting split apart. Now, I'm not saying that was directly responsible for both goals. Because it wasn't. A little bit of mental mistakes and a goalkeeping error was kind of on that. But, I mean, they could have scored another one a couple seconds ago. Everyone is playing so bad. Can you see it somewhere? We missed Delaney. Delaney is very good at staying back, man. He's a true 6. Dahoud can play the 6 well. But he's just, for me, I still think Dahoud's more of an 8 than a 6, too, if I'm being completely honest. Honestly, reminds me of Chelsea under Lampard. Same problem. I mean, that was a nice ball there. I was very hard on Jesse Marsch saying he bit off more than he could chew. I don't know with Marco Rosa. I don't know. I don't know if it's his game plan, if it's the players. That's a good ball. That picks out Bellingham. Jude. Peter says it's the players. Meunier was at fault for the second goal. Oh, but they had a huge chance to just ding it off the post. Honestly, selling Delaney was not worth it. We got a corner kick coming up here, guys. It'd be nice to bring one back. It was cleared out well. Awful ball in from Brandt. It's both, I think. And once again. Oh, God, I thought it was in. It's just, there's mistakes all in this team. Left, right, and center. It's so simple, Guerrero. Just... God. Josh, are you going to live stream any of the African Cup of Nations matches, young Josh? I don't know. I don't think so. But maybe. Oh, man. Like, to me, Frankfurt look like they have a game plan. Oliver Glasner has got this team playing as he wants them to do. He's got them well structured. There's not a lot of spaces to exploit. That's another beautiful ball to find Kostic. Oh, so dangerous. Oh, Holland. That's foul. That's foul, ref. How many coaches and it is the same result? I honestly miss Tuchel. I know I shouldn't say it. I mean, I miss Klopp, but that was a long time ago. But Tuchel's Dortmund was fun to watch. Favre's Dortmund was not fun to watch, but he had a couple decent seasons. Why did we sell Delaney? Look at the sloppy touches, man. I mean, I'm not saying Delaney would save this team, guys. He didn't even have a ton of minutes regardless. I just think this team needs a complete reconstruction. I think they need almost an entire back line. They need another CDM. They need a winger. This team needs to be reconstructed from the ground up. And we've been saying it for a few years, but we haven't done a lot of rebuilding. And it's hard too, because I personally think the best way to rebuild is off of your manager. So you need to figure out if Marco Rose is going to be here long term, and then give him a project to work with, because there's just a lot wrong with this team. It's why they don't really play as a group. They'll have moments of magic. They will, because they have talented players in this team, but it's a very top-heavy base team. They need to look to invest money in the back four, which they don't like doing. I actually went on Adrian's channel and kind of talked about it, saying they like that next flashy thing, that young, talented player, that big money, Adeyemi, Holland, Sancho. That's where they like to invest. And they need to start putting some of it towards the back four, man. Frankfurt is underrated, in my opinion. Frankfurt's a good team, man, and Oliver Glasner is a great coach. He seems to be the only one, since this Bundesliga coaching merry-go-round, he's the only manager, in my opinion, that has... And he had a tough start, too, but he's the one who's kind of finding his stride. Some have been sacked, some have been poor, some have been average. But Glasner has grabbed this Frankfurt team. He wanted to do and implement his 4-2-3-1, and he quickly scratched it and said, you know what, this team isn't built for a 4-2-3-1. And now he's playing what Frankfurt did under Adi Hüttner last season. They're the 3-4-2-1 system, and it's getting the best for him. But Mullen has been very, very invisible this game. Should have stayed with Edin Terzic. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, yeah. But we jumped the gun. We grabbed Marco Rosa. How can people call Bayern's Liga when our so-called rivals are a joke and when we drop points? I don't really know what your point is there, my man, but I mean, you did just lose to Gladbach. But we should have been capitalizing on it, and this has been an ugly game so far. Merry-go-round. Bayern replaced... Oh, yeah, I guess, sorry. Yeah, Nagelsmann's done fine. Nagelsmann's done well. The intensity has gone after 10 minutes. Yeah, it was weird because it was a good start to the game. It was. Dortmund had a good start to this game. I'm like, okay, like they must have got kicked in the ass for this start of 2022. And they've just fallen apart for this last 30 minutes, man. To be fair, we lose to Gladbach all the time. That's not true. Unless you're talking about Bayern lose to Gladbach all the time. Dortmund have a really good record against Gladbach. I think we've only lost one in the last something, like 10. Maybe I got that wrong. I don't know. But I know we have a very good record against them. Bayern do too. Bayern have a good record against everybody, but Gladbach's the one that kind of slips up for them. So are we calling this rust, or should I get my depression meds? I don't know if it's rust, man, because it's not like this Dortmund team, not like this game was any worse than the Hertha game. You guys know what I mean? Like, I think this is just what we are. This is what this Dortmund team is. Meds. Man, our defense is so open, mistake after mistake. It is. If you're going to play an open style of football, you cannot make this many mistakes. Oh, man. Got a free kick coming in. Kostic once again. Yeah, Bayern lost the... Yeah, Gladbach did a double. No, they didn't. No, they drew. Well, yeah, but they lost in the Cups. Yeah, so Bayern has played Gladbach 3 times this season. Gladbach has won 2 and drew 1. Get rid of Hummels and Meunier and rebuild. This entire team needs a rebuild. But the tricky part is with Dortmund is that they don't like giving up on players like this. So, in my opinion, you're not going to see Meunier get shipped out. Meunier is going to be the starting right back for next season. And I don't know. Just a lot of construction needs to happen to this team, guys. Because they're just not good enough to compete for the title. Just saying, Bo Svensson would work magic on this team. He likes to press with strikers and wingers out wide. Alex, I'm a big fan of Bo Svensson. I am. I don't think the answer to Dortmund is grabbing a mid-table manager. I just don't. That's me. Now, I could be wrong because Klopp was a mid-table manager at Mainz. Tuchel was a mid-table manager at Mainz. Bo Svensson fits the bill. I don't know. I mean, you might be right. You might be onto something there. I shouldn't say that because a lot of our histories come from grabbing those type of managers. But I don't know. I don't know what they need. And like I said, I feel like if Rosa was taken out, Terzic would just get the job. I don't think they'd be looking anywhere else, really. I think Terzic would be the natural fit. But let's see if we can get something here before halftime. It's a decent ball from Brandt. Finds Daniel Mullen. That's out for a corner. Josh, what according to you should we target in the transfer window? Okay. One, just again, making sure everyone knows this. One, we're not signing anyone in January. We're not, and like anyone who will impact this team, there's no way it's going to happen. Unless this is a wake-up call. But from what I understand, no. Realistic transfer targets for Dortmund would be Nico Schlotterbeck at center back. Oh, good chance. Finds Brandt into the moon. I mean, Sven Botman is excellent, but Dortmund will never buy him. It's too expensive. Nico Schlotterbeck would be a center back I'd sign. Stark for depth. And then I would let Prongacic go. I would really redo that back line. But Akanji, Schlotterbeck, the main two, and then Stark could be a backup option on a free. I'd bring in Zachariah on a free to replace Witzel. I'd look for a proper winger. And I like Adeyemi, but I'm sorry, he's not a proper winger. So I would go out and I would find someone who is a winger, a true winger, to play in the system that Marco Rose wants to play. And then if Holland leaves, bring in Schick. So here's just a hypothetical starting 11 next season under Marco Rose. 4-2-3-1. Kobel. Meunier is going to stay. I would like to replace him, but he's going to stay. There's no way they're not going to get rid of him. That's just how they think. Schlotterbeck, Akanji, your two center backs. Guerrero, left back. Bellingham and Zachariah, your two CDMs. Royce is a cam. A winger, a proper winger, an out-and-out winger. I don't know who off the top of my head. Then pick your pick on the other attacking mid, which could be Brandt, could be Gio, could be Hazard, and then up front, Schick. There you go. That's what I expect. That's a realistic transfer window. Without getting carried away and signing a right back and signing a left back and signing this and signing that. But we'll see. We'll see. Botman won't be that expensive. Lille have financial problems. It's not really that. It's more so that Dortmund like to look within the Bundesliga. So I don't know if they would go for Sven Botman. And on top of that, Botman will have interest from the Premier League and will simply just get outbid. So that's why I love Sven Botman. I would take him in a heartbeat. But I don't think it's realistic for that reason. We need to find a way to get Nico Schultz out of this team. Get his wages out because he's just not good enough and he's a waste of money. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work to do. It's not just a flick of the switch. Why pull yourself out of position and try for a 80-20 ball? Meunier, stay home for F6. Is this going to give me another one? No. Oh, he fluffed it. But it finds Kostic, who can drill one. Oh. We should bring in Halstenberg for Nico Schultz on a free. And there's nothing wrong with that, British Empire. And that would be a strategic one. That's your left back cover. But you have to get rid of Nico Schultz. Hi, Josh. Happy New Year. Is Brant playing good? Nobody's playing good, guys. Nobody's playing good in today's match. There's just not much to say. It's an extra minute here to play. We've played 30 seconds of it. Going into halftime. Be nice to somehow sneak something here. Mullen has been so quiet. So is Brant. That's a poor ball. Oh, man. The reason I think that if we kept Terzic, we would have been in a better position is because he had this team playing with an identity. He had them playing 4-3-2-1. He had that balance. Today's a prime example of putting bodies forward and just having a completely open team. I think Terzic would have built on his 4-3-2-1. And losing Sancho, well, guess what? You have, as your two cams, you have Royce, Brandt, Royce, Hazard, Royce, Gio, Royce, Mullen. Oh, come on! Oh my god, that would have been so good. Can you block that one, dude? Just keep saying goal over and over. Yeah. Oh my god. What a save from Trapp, but Mullen, man, you gotta bury that. You gotta bury that, man. Hummels had a really good header there. It's a good save by Trapp, but that has got to go in. That would have been 2-1 right before break. God. Oh, no, I don't want Max Phillips back. Not a chance. Not a chance. Phillips was on our team, and man, he was bang average. But if you guys are just tuning in, guys, we are here at halftime. Be sure to drop a like if you were just joining us. We're sitting on 65. Let's pump that up to at least 70. And let's get into it. It's 2-0. Painful half on the eyes. The last second of the first half, Dortmund could have scored, made it 2-1, and would have changed the entire complexion of this game. And once again, I spent 45 minutes bitching about the team. Okay, let's go through some comments. See what you guys are saying. Be sure to drop a like if you're tuning in. Drop a sub as well if you're new around here. Let me know your thoughts on the first half. And I'm just going to scroll up on the chat and hit some of the comments on here. Honestly, it would have been better keeping Terzic. We seem to have figured out how to play. Yeah, Kevin, I agree. It's also the system. The nice thing of starting with Terzic is he wouldn't have tried 4-1-2-1-2, 4-3-3, 3-4-2-1. He would have played what he knew. And I think it would have been that congested three-man midfield, which I think this team almost needs. But regardless, we can't go back in time. We checked on Marco Rosa, and it is what it is. Kostic is going to go to a big club soon. He wanted to leave in the summer, man. He wanted to go to Inter, and he would have fit Inter perfectly, in my opinion. But Frankfurt didn't let him go. My ideal back line would be Guerrero, Akanji, Ginter. Yeah, I mean, again, guys, be realistic. And like there's nothing wrong with that. We're not going to sign a right back. That's the number one thing I need to stress when we're looking of hypothetical, because we're not. To Dortmund, Murray, Meunier, Chan, Paslak. There's 4 right backs. To Dortmund. This is how they're thinking. There's 4 right backs. One played for PSG and a Belgian international. One is a good young up and comer. One's kind of a versatile, and one is depth, which is Paslak. They're not going to invest in the right back position. So Meunier or Murray next season is your option. Now we need to invest in the middle. I don't think Ginter would be interested in coming back. I don't think we'll be able to get him, which is why I said Schlotterbeck alongside Akanji, Guerrero. And then, like I said, Witsel out on a free, Zachariah in on a free, Zachariah Bellingham. And heck, maybe even, then it goes to your Cam Royce, and then bring in a winger. Then you have an option between a bunch of different options of Brandt and Mullen and whoever. And then up front you have Schick. Or throw Mullen up here. I don't know. We're going to have to see, man. There's so much to do. Because I still don't even know if Mullen fits this team. And we just invested a lot of money in him. Man, I was so happy. The way that we play makes me sad. Mullen is so quiet. Meunier gives away possession. Royce is not in the mood. Yeah, man, Royce in my opinion, had a hand in at both goals as well. I contribute my premature gray hairs to watching Dortmund. The title race is not over yet. We're still in it to fight. Catalina always comes in with positive energy. Because I know that Terzic is our only hope left when Morocco ends. Yeah, Catalina's a big Terzic guy. Just a string of embarrassing performances. Second half comeback, here we come. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. What's up with Ayo Akinola? Is he injured? He's injured. But I think the rumors are he's gonna re-sign with TFC. Josh, this is like watching a Man United and Dortmund colors. Why can't... Yeah, the passing... Like I said, the biggest issue, I think, in today's match, even though it wasn't directly involved in both goals, is they put so many numbers forward, which makes them so open, and then they're sloppy, and they give away the ball and give away possession so easily. They need to be more patient with it. They need to make proper passes. It's just... Man, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. At times, I wish I wasn't a Dortmund fan. 3 problems with this game. 1, Haaland looks like he doesn't care anymore. 2, it looks like we can't create. 3, we can't defend with our lives. It's part of the ups and downs of being a fan, my man. Gotta be proud to rock your colors, even though the game is something else. Is Canadians happy with Herdman? I don't know if you guys are good because of the talent. We have a very good manager. We're more than happy. Best manager in CONCACAF. I'd rather have Martial, Dalio, Greenwood over Mullen. I mean, Dalio's not that good. Martial's not that good. Greenwood's solid. Mukuku needs to come in. Would you guys do any substitutions for halftime? How do you turn this around? God, I don't know. Let me take a look. We're down 2-0. We need to create, so it's hard because they're lined up in the 3-4-2-1. The second we go forward and we are not successful, they hit us very hard on the break. Looking at our bench, I mean, I would not bring on Tigges. I probably wouldn't bring on Mukuku. I wouldn't bring on Canal. I wouldn't bring on Witsel. I wouldn't bring on... The only player I would bring on is Thorgan Hazard. So I would probably take off Royce or Mullen because both have been absolutely useless. And I would bring on Hazard. Hazard is a winger. So Royce is I can't tell because Royce has been poor and so is Mullen. I'd take one of them off and then put on a proper winger. I'd put on Hazard. And if you want to be really bold with it, then put Mukuku or put Canal on the other wing and bring them both off because both of them don't deserve to be on the pitch. Not that Holland has done much better, but Holland at least can create something out of nothing. There could be a chance where he buries some way, shape, or form. And I wouldn't touch really the back or the midfields, really. There's no one else that could add anything. I don't know, man. Why did we buy Mullen if everyone just gives up on him? I would say Mullen as Holland replacement and then Adeyemi. Yeah, but it's if I'm being completely upfront with you guys, our team doesn't fit a 4-2-3-1. It doesn't. It's ridiculous, and I don't understand why we're doing this. Look at this team right now. Royce is a cam playing as a winger. Mullen is a striker playing as a winger. We have a center mid as a center back. That is the problem with Dortmund over and over and over again. We don't invest properly in the proper positions. In hindsight, I know I was excited about Mullen. There was no reason we should have signed him. He is not a Jadon Sancho replacement. He's not. We're playing two players out of position. It's literally laughable. You need to find a manager that you're going to commit to. You need to understand how he's going to play, and you need to stop just going for the next big thing. Invest properly. Grab a center back. Grab a strategic midfield signing. Grab a winger if that's how your manager wants to play. It doesn't make any sense to me, and that is why we keep running into a lot of problems. I like Mullen. I was excited for Mullen. He doesn't fit this team. And honestly, neither did Brandt when we signed him. There was no reason for us to sign Brandt. And his entire Dortmund career has been played out of position. Now he's playing well, which is good, but it took him a long time to get there. So, I mean, I'm excited for Adeyemi, but it's the exact same scenario as signing Daniel Mullen. We are signing a striker. Adeyemi does not play as a winger. He is not a traditional winger. He's young. You can maybe groom him that way. But why risk it? Why not just put your eggs into a proper winger, get someone in the proper position, so you don't have to throw a striker or a cam out wide? That is, for me, a huge issue that I've just decided not to touch on until now. And it's just frankly ridiculous. Next summer, clean house and start building this team properly. We have no wingers. We don't have a lot of center backs. And it's somewhat just embarrassing recruitment at this point. Dalio is good, Josh. Yeah, I mean, he's an okay player. He's not going to make any difference to a United team or a Dortmund team. He's a good mid-table player right now. You know who I would sub? Don't ask questions. Me, I get it. Yeah. But, I mean, Leonard Maloney does nothing to this team. I'm sorry. Hey, guys, I'm surprised the score is in Frankfurt's favor. You watch the game? I'm not. 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, 2 midfielders, 2 wingers, 1 striker. Could be. It has to do something bold because we're down by 2. Can we make 11 subs? If you could sign any 2 players from any time, who would you sign based on what Dortmund need right now? For me, it's prime a right back. I don't know if that's the biggest in prime Neymar. I would take a winger and I'd take a center back. I wouldn't touch the right back. Would you change the formation? Probably, but I don't know what this system would suit. Because Josh, we buy cheap, sell large. We buy these project talents regardless of position. Yeah, I've said that's been a big issue, but like I said, there has been investment. Like I said, this season where Hummels, Schultz, Hazard, Brandt, all these players came in to really boost that team. That was a respectful. Now, it's not. I mean, you could have looked back on it and been like, okay, we don't need Brandt because of Royce. We should have probably invested Brandt as another winger or a backup striker. And then Schultz should have been a proper left back, not a wing back. But regardless, it was still investing in the club. But now it's putting money into the wrong positions. But we'll have to see. Is Dortmund linked to anyone else except. Dortmund's not really linked to anyone right now, guys. Mainly because they're not going to look to sign someone in January. Adeyemi, Schlotterbeck, Stark, Zachariah will all be looked at for the summer. Would you change the formation? I don't know what to change it to is the issue. I mean, I don't know what to change it to. You need to play 4 at the back. How are you going to pull off playing 3 at the back? Are you going to push Meunier as outside right center back? Chant outside left, Hummels through the middle? And then Guerrero could play as a wing back, which I guess would be nice. Then you need to bring another wing back on. Maybe you drop or bring on Canal from playing there. But I don't know about you guys. I haven't seen enough of Canal to convince me that he's going to come on and do enough damage. I don't think that they're going to go that. I don't think he'll go that risky. I think he's going to look at this team And honestly, I could see one change, and I think you'd bring on Hazard for maybe Royce or Mullen because they were poor. That's the only substitution I could see them doing, even though I assume they're probably not going to do anything. That's what my gut tells me. Just join. What the F is this? Yeah. Is it Rosa coaches or is it the players as why the defense has been so bad for so long? It's recruitment is what it is. I mean, this season you can maybe blame it on the players and Rosa. There has to be, both of them have to take blame. But this is who we have. I've never walked into a game this season and been very confident that we're not going to be poor. I think 4-3-3, Josh. The issue with 4-3-3 is we have zero wingers on this team. We have zero wingers. A 4-3-3, a proper 4-3-3, you need wingers. Mullen is not a winger. Royce is not a winger. Brandt is not a winger. Hazard barely qualifies as an out-and-out winger. I think as a right attacking mid, left attacking mid in a 4-2-3-1, Hazard's at his best. But, I mean, Hazard could maybe fill a winger role. And then probably Mullen. Like, if you wanted to go 4-3-3, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me considering we're trailing, like, the thing that would make sense is 4-2-3-1, but you swap out probably Royce with Hazard because Mullen at least has pace. Maybe move Mullen to the left, allow him to cut in a little bit, try to create some chances from there. Put Hazard out on the right because he's good at delivering a ball. But I don't know. That's what I would do. That's the only, looking at our bench is the only thing that I would see. Yash, game, Dalio, better than Mullen. Doesn't say much because Mullen is garbage. Man, what do you think about our youth players like Collins, Koulibaly as center back? I mean, it's hard to know. Maybe try to start introducing them. I mean, getting to the winger would be good. Maybe grab one of the center backs. I mean, Collins was supposed to be introduced into the starting 11th a little bit throughout the season. Hasn't really went his way because of the injury. Luka Bacchio to Dortmund is what we need in terms of winger. I disagree. I'm not a big fan of Luka Bacchio. And he's, again, played a lot of striker. He's not an out-and-out winger to me. Josh Brandt was a good signing back then. He could have played as an 8 or a 10 and would go in for Royce. Then he got injured and brought... I still didn't think Brandt was what we needed, in my opinion. And he was good, but it always felt like we forced Brandt into the starting 11. That's a perfect example. And I don't know this. I know that Dalio was supposed to be... Like, Fabra wanted Dalio kept, but they chose to flip him for Hummels. I think a lot of the time the board decides to go above the manager's head and gives them pieces, and they're felt to force this team. Like, I always feel like Brandt is forcing the team because he doesn't truly fit because Royce is Brandt. They're interchangeable. One should probably play unless there's a two-cam system like a 4-3-2-1. But your 4-2-3-1, there's no real reason Brandt and Royce should be playing together. They don't complement each other that well. Now, that was before Brandt turned his form around and he's been relatively useful, but... I just always felt like when Brandt played, he was forced in because, hey, they're like, hey, I know you might have wanted this, but this is what you're getting. But I like Brandt, and he's obviously been very good this season. Josh, do you think Rose's position as manager should be started to be questioned? I don't know. You can only do it so much with what you have. Like, I don't think this team's assembled properly, and I just went on a rant about that. We have players playing out of position. We don't have proper depth. There's so much wrong with this squad to show why they're not competing at the title, why they're inconsistent. But I do think Rosa has to do better in managing this game and making players be able to read certain situations. It's I don't know. It's not a pretty situation. 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 are the best formations in football. Why don't we buy wingers and accommodate that? That's what I don't understand. That's why I'm excited because I like Adeyemi, but I just don't think he fits. It's not about the formation. It's about the mentality. Okay, mentality is definitely a good point, Brian. I don't disagree. But, I mean, this is football, man. There's a lot of prep work when it comes to properly assessing and assembling a football team, man. Formation is a massive part of that. Reading, reacting to the system, getting your players to buy in on different situations. It doesn't seem like Dortmund have solid situational awareness. And you see that with the amount of times that their players get caught out of position, sloppy balls, getting turned over. But they need to play more confident. After the defeat against Bayern, I can't see the team's energy anymore. No idea why we have zero wingers. Yeah, and for me, that's why Adeyemi is an interesting one. 4-2-3-1 is the best if you have a good midfield and defense, or it's shit. Yeah, but when we're trailing a game, we need goals. So I don't know if you're going to drop Brandt even deeper and make it a 4-3-3. You need Nkuku. I would love Nkuku. But he's expensive and we won't get him. German clubs sell cheap. Buy Adeyemi and then play a dual striker. We've tried a dual striker system, man. It's an ugly system. It doesn't work. It works at lower leagues. Or a specific style, like Simeone's old Atleti or playing at Salzburg. You can just play a 4-4-2, 4-3-1-2. You don't see that in the Bundesliga, man. 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 should be how this team is built. But we don't have the personnel to pull it off, which is why we continually struggle. But all right, guys, I vented. You got my opinions. You can take them for what you will. Second half is back underway. If you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub. We got 45 minutes to turn this around. Hey, Josh, I just subbed. Loving the coverage. Kim 55, Young 56, RFC. What a name. Rangers fan. I appreciate the sub, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. We've hit our 7,000 goal, so big thanks out to everyone. And if you want to help us grow even more, dropping a sub is always appreciated. But we had a very frustrating first half of football. We're back in it for a second half here. No substitutions were made. And Holland looks like he's got some long-ass hair. System versus player pool is pretty interesting. I'm always wondering how the teams select coaches. Are they looking for coaches that fit existing players, or hope that the players will fit into a system? To me, Dortmund's identity could be the 4-2-3-1. I think that's what Rosa wants to play. I think that's probably what the next manager will want to play. But we don't have the personnel to fit that. Looking at the team, one, Guerrero is not a left back. Ideally, he's at his best at a wing back. He can play left back, so you can take that one as you will. And then we have 0 wingers, which is an important part of playing with a winger system. And I don't know. But here comes... Oh my God, Hummels. Or Chan, or whoever that was. Just got absolutely walked over. A good run there from Lidstrom. That would have been a really nice goal. But Kolbe comes up big with a big save. Here comes Brandt. Nicely done. Goes out wide. Might as well play Bellingham as a winger. It's a good ball. Finds Mullen, who's still out on the right. I think you need to get Ocardi. Ew. I don't want Ocardi anywhere near this team. I don't think anybody wants Ocardi near their team. Except for maybe Juve. They're corrupt. They like him. Too much baggage with Wanda, man. Royce really just switched his shoes. Ugh. I would never take Ocardi for free. I would never, no. Man, no one wants Ocardi. He's not the striker he once was at Inter, and his wife, manager, is an idiot. No, on loan he'd be good. No, he wouldn't. Why would any club want Ocardi? He's a nightmare. Wanda's is poison to any club. Inter were so pumped to get rid of him. PSG don't want him anymore. The only move to me that makes sense is Juve, because Juve wanted him. He's been successful in Serie A. I think that would be a good move for Icardi, and probably maybe even Juve. He's a good striker. I wouldn't want him at my club. Juve have enough issues. They can probably handle one more. What a goal that would have been from Lidstrom, man. Chan just picked up his undies on the ground after Lidstrom walked through him. Icardi's an asshole, bro. Who wants Icardi? No one wants Icardi. Well, Juve does. Juve wants him. Juve wants him bad. But what can you do? In the eyes of Rosa, Eustachio. Oh, Catalina. What do you think of Sven Botman? Big fan. I would take him at Dortmund in a heartbeat. But like I said, I don't think he'll be a realistic target because I just feel like he's already right around the budget that Dortmund's willing to spend. And like I also said, Dortmund like looking within the Bundesliga, and Prem teams are interested in Sven Botman. So even if Dortmund had some interest, it wouldn't take much for even like an Everton to outbid a Newcastle, to outbid almost any Premier League team, to outbid and bring in Botman over Dortmund. So Morata, Josh, we don't need a striker, Yash. Are you looking for this season, like in January, or are you talking about next summer? Because Morata to me isn't a good striker. I think he's a bit of a workhorse. I don't think he'd fit this team overly well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of either or. I think that if I'm looking at a striker to bring in for Haaland's replacement, Schick is a perfect example. More than likely, they may just bring in Adeyemi and then make a decision between Malen or Adeyemi for winger and striker. In January, they're not going to bring in anybody. I wouldn't take Icardi because I just wouldn't want him in the club. Dortmund definitely wouldn't want him in the club. I wouldn't take Morata either because he's an average finisher, man. Morata is slightly better. Philip, yeah. Werner would be good supporting striker. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't overly like Werner as I don't know. I wouldn't be against Werner coming in because I think he would be decent for Dortmund, but I just think he's kind of a clown. So I don't know. I'll be honest. When BVB appointed Marco Rosa, I was so happy. I think that we'd win the league, and now I don't know if I want Rosa out. I support him, and he's a good manager. Yeah, man, I don't know. When Dortmund takes someone on loan, I would take a winger. I'd take a winger on loan. Like a proper winger. Like, I'm not saying this exact player, but someone like Callum Hudson-Odoi, like a winger, an out-and-out winger, I would take on loan, but it doesn't look like we're going to get anybody. But that's who I would look for, Yash. Which Werner can play that, but again, I want someone who's a winger. Like, how hard is that? Why would you have to grab Adeyemi, who could play winger or striker, or Malen, who could play winger or striker, Werner, whoever it is, Ziyech, who I don't think is like that pacey out-and-out winger I'd want. I want a pacey out-and-out winger, someone who has a similar style to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Nice ball from Dahoud. Has to turn back because there's no options for Brandt. Good morning and Happy New Year, everyone. What a crappy game. Hi, Angie. Yeah, this is it's painful. Kostic goes down. Foul on Thomas Meunier. Rosa needs players that play his system. I agree. The number one area he needs is a winger. A proper winger. Then enter Giovanni Van Bronckhorst from Rangers. He had a good run in managerial roles overseas. Our team has bounced back under the new manager, so give him time between the managers. Yeah, we're taking on the Rangers in the Europa League as well. I'm a big fan of Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. He did a very good job with Feyenoord before going over to make some money in China. Oh, ref kind of interfered with that set play right there. Doku would be insane. There you go, Yash. That's the type of player I would like. I don't know if Dortmund could pull it off. I don't know what the interest would be elsewhere, but yeah, he's a winger, man. He's a 1v1 type of winger. Can't believe you get tossed out of the CL and then you come back like this. I tipped 2-2, but should have gone with my gut and gone for 3-1. How about Rodrigo or David Neres? Those are out-and-out wingers. Those are players I would take. The issue is finding realistic targets for Dortmund. I think Doku could be realistic, but I feel like the price tag could be too much, and there could be Premier League interest. So I don't know. It's hard to know with Dortmund, man. They're weird at recruitment. They like going for players who don't fit exactly what they need. Same reason we signed Aubameyang to play out as a winger when he was a striker. Like these issues have gone back for a long time. That's a good little run. It's better if down the right-hand side. Why not Reyna? Reyna's not a winger. Reyna is far from a winger. Gio's a cam. So is Brandt, so is Royce. guess what? We play with a 4-2-3-1 requiring one cam. Tanzuma would be great, yeah. Yeah, he's having a great season with Villarreal right now. That a corner, that a corner. I don't know if Zaha would come. Yeah, Zaha makes a ton of money for Crystal Palace, and he's kind of out of that age category, man. Like, Doku fits. Like, you need to look for a winger that is about 30 mil. Primarily in the Bundesliga, but I mean, Australian Bundesliga, the Dutch league, maybe Liga, they could all be realistic areas to look at. He needs to probably be about 23, have a good opportunity to come in and still make money on him. I think but I just think Doku might be a little bit out of the price range. Why isn't Gio at least on the bench? Gio's injured, my man. But stay away from Ajax players, please. So many good players at Ajax, man. Anthony's a proper winger. David Neres is a proper winger. Josh, why don't we run a narrow 4-2-3-1 and run 3 cams? I mean, if you're probably going to do something like that to make it played properly, you'd probably revert back to the 4-3-2-1. Because, like, how narrow can you get? Like, having the two players play off each other, like, being interchangeable as your two floating cams last season, like Sancho and Royce, that works. I don't know if you can do a very, very narrow one. And that's kind of what they're doing now. This system right now is kind of a narrow 4-2-3-1. Because we don't have out wingers. If it was a 4-2-3-1 with proper wingers, they'd be kissing the touchline. Holy crap. I think Glasner is nearly blind. I don't know. I didn't see it. Glasner's look like. I think he fell off a scooter. I'm being serious. We need a proper 1v1 winger. I 100% agree. And we have not targeted one of those in a long time. Honestly, knowing Dortmund, maybe just promote within. That's the best way to get a proper winger. So you're not buying a striker winger or a cam winger or whatever. Like, maybe promote someone from U23s, U19, something like that. Basically what we did with Sancho. Gittins is obviously a good look. But we always recruit, and I just think we recruit in wrong areas, guys. I do. We have a real attacking wing back playing a left back. Center mid playing center back. Striker playing winger. And Cam playing winger. So that tells you how we're being constructed right now. How much is Martinelli from Arsenal? Martinelli's good, but not a realistic target, man. I think Martinelli matters too much to Arsenal. I don't think they'd let him go. You guys can toss in examples. I'll tell you if I think it's a realistic transfer. I think Doku could be realistic from Rennes. It would depend on his price. If he's going over 35, then you can just rule him out because it's just what it is. It's a good ball. 57 minutes in. Just there's no one open. Honestly, you might as well play Knauf and see what happens at left wing. We could. Rosa seems a little stubborn, though, on, I guess, pedigree a little bit more. Like, he wants to play Mullen and Brandt than giving players a chance. So, I mean, that goes down to the coach. But I'm not convinced that Knauf would come in here and do much, man. So, like, it is what it is. I actually can't blame the team for not bringing the right players for the right positions. Management needs to change. Yeah, but, I mean, like I said, man, Marco Rosa doesn't have a massive... I've thrown this back a couple times, man. Lucien Favre did not want Mats Hummels coming back to this club. He liked what Dalio brought. He wanted that type of defender, and it doesn't really matter what the manager wants. The manager's job, I guess, in Dortmund is to come in and kind of do and make best of... Oh, that's a terrible ball. Can Mullen capitalize on this? And Faber didn't get what he wanted. Dalio left, Hummels came in, and it didn't look like the best idea. But that's kind of it. They'll buy who they want, and the manager has to make it fit. And I don't think that's the proper way of doing it. So that's some in-house situations we need to figure out. Angie's not having it. He needs a better left center back partner. Schlotterbeck, Akanji, man. That's my center back duo for next season. What about Noah Lang? That's a realistic one. He's kind of right around that age category. That good. He's decently affordable, a good player. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. And I like him. He's more of a winger too. I just feel like if they have the option, they'll find someone a little younger. But that's a good shout. That's a good shout. That's a realistic Dortmund type signing right there. And it's funny because he can also play other positions, so not that natural winger. He plays as a striker, so it's, that really fits Dortmund. So good shout, my man. Schlotterbeck said he wants to play for the best German club in Germany next season, though. From LOL. Here comes Mullen. Nicely done. That's better passing. Guerrero. Yo, Josh, if we can't buy Zachariah, I think we will, man. I'm going off of my gut. I've said it for a long time. As long as Zachariah stays at Gladbach, Zachariah comes in on a free, takes Witzel's spot. That's what my gut's telling me, man. Pottins from Wolves. Maybe. I don't know. Could be a good fit. Oh my god. Dortmund should get a young, hungry manager. Eric Ten Hag. Marco Rose, technically, I think he's pretty young for a manager. Can we buy Sancho back? No, we can't afford buying Sancho, man. With all the money we got from Sancho, apparently it all went to balancing the books. I heard on an English stream yesterday, Haaland is linked to Man City. He's been linked to everyone. If it's just a YouTube channel, it is what it is. You got to make content somehow. I don't know. Maybe he is linked to City's. To me, is the only realistic option for him in the Prem. I could see him going, unless now Lukaku gets flipped. Maybe, I don't know. I see him going to Madrid or Man City. And oh, come on. Hit it. Ah! Jesse Marsch to Dortmund. No, Sal. No, Jesse Marsch, unfortunately, he's not ready for this level. I said that when he got hired. I said, I think Jesse Marsch... Well, another thing with Leipzig is under Nagelsmann was so complex with his style of play, man. They switched from 4-2-2-2, 4-2-2, 4-4-2, 3-4-2-1, 4-2-3-1. Like, Nagelsmann could play so many different formations, and he could switch on the dime. Marsch didn't do that. He played the same system kind of over and over at Salzburg, and I just thought that maybe the club wouldn't be a perfect fit. I know it's directly linked to Salzburg in their specific style, but Nagelsmann had these guys being able to adapt, read situations, and switch on the fly. And Marsch really struggled with that, and the players did not look like they're doing. I don't think Marsch will ever take over a club bigger, like as big as Dortmund. I don't know if he'll ever get a chance of a job that was a similar one to Leipzig, but I think he's a good manager, and he's got some goodwill with the work he did at Salzburg. I just feel like he'd have to start as somewhere in the mid-table. Like, if it doesn't work out from Kofeld, maybe like Wolfsburg, but I feel like Bundesliga clubs would be a little scared seeing what he did, man. So maybe he'll have to get a move back to Austria or go to the Netherlands or something like that, or Belgium, or become an assistant coach somewhere. Hello from Frankfurt. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. Probably enjoying yourself here, but here comes a substitution, and it's interesting because they're bringing off Brandt, who I thought was... I mean, Royce will probably move to Cam now. Hazard out wide with Mullen. It's the only substitution that makes sense, really. But... as a Liverpool fan, I would love Haaland with Salah and Mane, but it's not going to happen. No, I see City or I see Madrid. Guerrero, dangerous ball, terrible header. Should have left that for Mullen. Marsh was linked to a Russian club, I think. What? That'd be an interesting move. It'd be a really interesting move. I'm going to Russia. Send you to Siberia, God. Wow. Who maybe? Yeah. Fabian, that's a good shout. Dortmund needs the next goal. They do. They do, man. We should hire a manager in the far future that is not standard offensive. Again, guys, the biggest thing with Dortmund, remember, their manager has to speak German. So you have to find a manager who can speak German, otherwise Dortmund will not go for them. I agree, but he needs to go to a mid-table team in the Bundesliga. I just think the players didn't understand him. He can be a world-class coach. I don't think he can be a world-class coach, man. Come on, let's be real here. Jesse Marsch is not a world-class coach. I don't think he's had any indication that he can become a world-class coach, but he can become a solid coach in a solid league. And then he has got to see what happens, man. His stock just took a big hit. There's no getting around that. But he's, like I said, he had enough goodwill built up from his days at Salzburg. But again, it's Salzburg. If you don't win there, you're doing something wrong. But yeah, I'd like to see him get another shot. I'd like to personally see him get another shot in the Bundesliga. Maybe a championship side? I don't know. You'll have to see. Josh, would you buy Lidstrom in the future? Also, Josh, using your Canadian tax on Jesse Marsch. How is that Canadian tax, guys? Come on, I'm not being unreasonable. I like Jesse Marsch. There's nothing I have against him. I wanted to see him do better than he did. I didn't want to see him get sacked. I'm just saying he was in charge of Salzburg, where if you don't win, you're a clown. So, I mean, you can only do so much. It's Salzburg. They're so much better than every other team in that league. On top of that, he went to Leipzig and failed pretty quickly. So he needs to find somewhere and be successful. Whether it's taking over a team like Augsburg, whether it's taking over a team like... oh, nicely done. He needs to find some success in a top team, a top league. But he'll get a shot, man. Like I said, he's got some goodwill built up. But I do like Jesse Marsch, man. But he's not a top manager right now. He's not. Don't want Marsch at a top-level Bundesliga club. He won't get that job. I'm trying to think of who's a mid-table team. Like an Union Berlin eventually, or like a team like that. Or go to Belgium and try again there. I don't know. Marsch isn't even the best coach in the Americas. Can Ten Hag speak German? Yes, he can. He's got that Bayern link, though, guys, so be careful. Gladbach is mid-table. Technically, so is Wolfsburg. The German-speaking rule really filters our options with managers elsewhere. It does. And I'm not saying it's a rule, man. I think it's an unwritten rule. But like when people were saying like Pochettino or Allegri, like they were never options. You have to speak German. It's a trend. Maybe one day Dortmund will break it, but I don't think so. But yes, I know Ten Hag speaks German. We're about to be a mid-table team soon. Firth is bigger than us. I know. Not bigger. I don't know. This is just embarrassing. We've done nothing this second half. This is good game management from Oliver Glasner. It's a terrible ball there from Trapp, but once again, Meunier can't handle it properly. Gio in. Mullen, can you not handle a pass? Like, how hard is it, man? This game is depressing to watch. Jorge, you're not wrong. Like, it's been such a bland second half. There's been nothing. Come on, Mullen. He's been putting in a lot of crosses. All of them. Come, oh, my God! That was a good ball. That was a good ball. That was a very good ball. Holland is out to lunch today. How do you not bury that, man? It was a good ball. That was a good ball from... That was right where you wanted it. Damn it. Just about hit Hazard in the head. Oh, my God. What a boring game. I just want to see Gio Josh. Gio's not on the bench, guys. Holland, that's a good ball. Put that in, Hazard. Put that in. Let's go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Let's go. 2-1. It's been a really poor second half, man, for Hazard, but they were able to get something there. That was a much, much better ball. Yeah, I think Jesse Marsh's next job should be the U.S. men's national team. That's my opinion. But that's an onside. Nicely done. Nice hold-up play there from Holland. A good ball and good touch from Hazard. Decent little finish to this. I like it. Good goal. That was better, guys. Drop a like. If you're just joining us, guys, drop a like. We're back in it. We're back in it. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. A little sloppy from Frankfurt. Hazard takes advantage of it. And just like that, they're right back at it. Come on, boys. Oh, not ideal. Come on, Josh. Keep insulting the team. It works. It's a trend here, guys. Look at that foot race. Look at Hummels. He gets there. Yeah, when we're down, you guys ask me questions that provoke angry responses. It's just how it's our to and fro. Jesse Marsh is way better than John Herdman. Let's be honest. I disagree. But the international job's different, so it's hard to compare international managers to club managers because Jesse Marsh hasn't done it at international level and Herdman's never done it at club level. Oh, come on. Come on. It's better. It's better, boys. We're back in it. Josh, why do you think the USF loves Greg? I just think they've invested money in him and they don't want to lose it. But I mean, Greg, I don't know. You guys have won a bunch under him. I'm not saying, like, it's not hard to argue that. Qualify for World Cup, it's fine. Oh, boys. It's a good ball whipped in. Do I see the hype in Pepe? I think Pepe's a good player. I don't know, man. I think Augsburg's going to be a tough club for anyone. We'll have to wait and see. Like, just because I'm Canadian doesn't mean I don't like Americans. Like I said, I like Jesse Marsh. I like a lot of U.S. players. Just when we're playing you guys, that's when, when we want Canada to win. But, like, I like Pepe. I hope he does good in the league. And I just think Augsburg's such a tricky club. And you got to be a very patient striker to deal with not having a lot of touches, to do a lot of defending, and to be sharp enough that when you do get that chance, that you put it away. So I think it'll be a big wake-up call for him, and he'll have a good opportunity. Just don't concede again. Are you excited for the U.S.-Canada game? Soon, American here. I am excited. Be an interesting one. Josh looks a little bit like Ted Bundy. I'm gonna pretend you meant Zac Efron, so I'll take that. From Pulisic, Dembele, Sancho, to not having a winger. We did it all wrong. Yeah. Chris Richards to Dortmund. I'd prefer Miles Robinson, if I'm being completely honest. I really like Miles Robinson. I've always liked Miles Robinson. I don't know if he can make the step up to Dortmund, but looking at our center back options, I don't know if there's a reason to say he can't. No foul. No foul. Nice. But no one up there. Schotterbeck would be the best center back to pick up for BBB. I agree. 100% I agree. Really poor ball from Trap. Trap's distribution has not been very good. S27 says Miles Robinson grew up near me. That's sweet. Miles is fast, covers for Hummels. Yeah, again, I mean, just because I'm Canadian, guys, doesn't mean I don't like American players. Like I like a lot of American players. I like seeing the region in general grow. But I like Miles Robinson, and I would take him because I'm not convinced with our center back options. But here comes Bellingham, sloppy touch. But he does well to win that back there. Can Guerrero get there? Oh! What would be 2 poor performances versus Canada? That would be. Josh, do you think if you lose to Canada, if US lose to Canada, Greg's job at top 4 is up for grabs? No, I don't think Greg's going to get sacked, no matter what happens. Oh my god, Josh likes American players. Not all American players, but like I like some. Just like I don't like all Canadian. Well, no, I like all Canadian players. But I am harsh. Like I don't want certain ones playing for Canada. Nice ball. Here's a good break. Oh, come on. Josh loves Pulisic, though. I do not love Pulisic. I like Pulisic. I liked him a lot when he played at Dortmund. I like him at Chelsea. I did like him at Chelsea. I just think his injury problems need to be figured out. But I liked him a lot at Dortmund. He was a fun player to watch. And I mean, he's a winger, man. I'd take him back at Dortmund. A lot of you guys have asked me that. Who do you think should be a top priority for us? I'll just throw some names. Schlotterbeck, Zachariah, winger. That is it. Winger. A winger. A proper winger. I don't think Adeyemi should be a priority. I don't. But I think we're going to get him. Nice little ball. Little pressure coming up from Dortmund right now. Nicely done from Mullen. Nice little run. Look at Daniel Mullen. Oh, it's better. Oh, I didn't even go out for a corner. Adeyemi and Schlotterbeck. I'm just starting to think, man, that Adeyemi is a similar trend that we do. We need a winger, man. We need a winger. Adeyemi is not a winger. And I don't know if he'll be a perfect fit. I think that we want him because he's young, he's German, he's good, and we'll make money off him. And I just, like, if we're going to make money off of someone, we might as well get someone for the right position. But Mounier burnt so easily there from Kostic. But Kobel does well. Gio has no playing time. BBB do not need him right now. No, we don't. He'll be a sub player when he comes back. Come on, Bellingham. Bellingham looks tired. That's a tough challenge. Ref. Bellingham looks exhausted. Adeyemi's not the player we need, Josh. He's not, but he's the player we're going to get. Let's be completely honest. Did that ball go out? No, it didn't. But I like Adeyemi. I'm starting to have just a big realization that let's actually invest in the proper position, not just like a player who could be fun. Brennan Eriksson would be a decent signing. He's not a winger, though, man. We don't need another Cam. I like Brennan Eriksson, but again, he'd be fighting for position with Gio, with Royce, with Brandt. I want just a 1v1 winger. It's not that much to ask for. If we sell Mullen 30 mil, we can maybe sign Adeyemi, and we want, but who would want Dutch Martial? Yeah, I don't want Martial. I don't like Martial at all. We need a new board. But Gio did more than Bellingham. Oh my god, you cannot think that. Oh. Bellingham has been unbelievable. Unbelievable for Dortmund. The most consistent youngster I've seen in a long time. Gio has had some really, really good moments for Dortmund, but he's been played out of position, and he's had a lot of poor performances for Dortmund as well. Gio has not done more for Dortmund than Jude has. There's no way. Let me know if you disagree. Gio's had, like I said, he's had a lot of good performances, but he's had a lot of bad performances. A lot of it goes to playing out of position and still growing pains of being a young player. But Jude is a freak of nature. He's jumped from the championship to the Bundesliga and did not break stride. I don't think you can really compare them. Gio is baby KDB. Oh my god. Oh god. No, he's not. Jude all the way. Bellingham is way better than Gio. I like Gio a lot. But like I said, he's had I mean, it's easier for Jude. Jude played at his position every game. Every single game. At his proper position. Gio has been forced to play in positions that aren't his best. So Gio at his best can be something special. And I think he's got a high ceiling. A really, really high ceiling. But we need to get him back healthy. We need to get him playing. And ideally, we need to get him playing in his proper position. Instead of shoving players out to positions that don't fit them. Why would Dembele be hated at Dortmund? If there's two players that the fan base would probably spit on, it would be Dembele and Aubameyang. Because they left in the worst type of way. So disrespectful, fought their way out of the club. And, I mean, Aubameyang did have a good goal-scoring record at Arsenal, but Dembele's entire career got put on halt since making that move to Barca, mainly because of injuries. Jude is a better player than Gio, period, regardless of the position Gio plays in. Yeah, Kevin, I agree. Gio is unbelievable. They're both great players, but Jude's unbelievable. That's a really good ball. Oh, Hummels. Jonathan David to replace Haaland. I don't know, man. Obviously, I love Jonathan David. I think David's better in a two-striker system. But Gio has been injured, and he's been played out of position, so that's why he's been bad. I think Bellingham, but Gio could be better than him if he played in his position. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think so. I just think Jude's a better player. But I think that Gio has been hindered because of being playing out of position. But who knows? A young player's career is drastically altered by their development, and Jude's development has been playing consistently, playing in his proper position, and just taking his game to another level. Where Gio kind of had that for a season, really blew up, and then a change of shape kind of really hurt his career, as well as obviously getting injured. So I think Gio's got a really high ceiling. I'm hoping that he can get to that level. It'd be amazing to have at Dortmund. But I think with club legend, captain Marco Reus in the way, his development will always be hindered because he will just not play in position. That's my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. But I don't think Gio adds a lot to this team playing from the wing. If we played like a 3-4-2-1, that's where I think Gio and Reus together can be very useful. How good do you think Bellingham will become? I think Bellingham has the potential of being a world-class player. I'm not saying, I'm not saying he's going to be a world-class player, but I think Bellingham has the potential. He just plays like someone way out of his age category. But, I mean, no one today has had a very good game. That's got to be a foul. First 4 games this year, Gio was a bright spot. There's so many better wingers or attacking midfielders. Gio was okay until he got injured. Dortmund need to stop buying players who they see as a stepping stone. Yeah, the one I keep pointing back to the transfer window of Hummels. Hummels obviously isn't a stepping stone. He was like, I don't remember how old he was, but obviously it wasn't a stepping stone move for Hummels. Brandt, Hazard has still been here. Schultz is still here, so they have done the pass that they wanted to invest. That was after, obviously, the season that they almost won. Gio consistently gets played out of position, upsetting as a U.S. men's national team fan. Yeah, consistency was an issue with Gio as well, but we got a good free kick coming in here. It's Guerrero to take. It's dangerous. Yes, you're right. But if Gio played as a midfield, he would be useful for. He will still be useful. Like I was just saying, like, it's unfortunate that more than likely when Gio gets used, it'll mostly be on the wing, and it's not his most useful position. But Gio has had good games on the wing. It's just when he's played out of position, it causes for more inconsistency to his game. Nicely done from Guerrero. That's much better. And that's a tough challenge. Ref, come on. Holland get any opportunities? Not really. He had one. Well, actually. Yeah, actually, Holland, thinking back to it, I think Holland's had 2 pretty good opportunities. Mullen had a really good driven ball into Holland, who just pumped it over the net. And I think there was another. It wasn't really an opportunity for him, but he had an opportunity to play the correct pass, and he chose to play it the wrong way, in my opinion. How much do I pay to watch Dortmund games? Total shots are 1 to 10. How does that work? Last 20 minutes. Last 20 minutes, shots are 10 to 1. 3 on target versus 1 on target. 85th minute, man. Terrible ball from Chan. Maybe bring on Tigges. Bring off someone. Yeah, there he is. There's Tigges. Just say it. Get some aerial presence up front. I'm not sure who to take off. Maybe bring off a center back. Go all out. Nicely done from Meunier. Finds Mullen. Nicely done. Come on, Erling. No. Yeah! Jude! No way. Out of nowhere. What a ball from Meunier. We've been picking on him a little bit. I wonder if that'll change things. From 2 down. Who do you think has a higher ceiling? Gio or Pulisic? I think Gio has a higher ceiling. But there we go. Out of left field. That was a good little opportunity here. The ball found Holland. And it was a really good defending, but it happened just to fall to Meunier. Beautiful ball, unmarked. Bellingham buries it. Okay, man. Okay, 2-2. Few minutes to go. That's better, man. That's better. See if we can do something here. Oh, look at Hinterregger just pushing Holland in the net, man. And look at Holland. Just furious. All right. Does that change something? Does Tigges come on still? Oh, that was a bullet. Let's go, boys. All right, if you're just joining us, guys, drop a like. Have we hit 100 likes yet? If not, help us out. I have no idea what we're at. But we deserve some likes after that comeback, man. Somewhat out of nothing, too, because we haven't been playing overly well. But that was an interesting stat. The last 20 minutes, shots are now 12 to, I think, 1. Or 12-2. Brilliant Bellingham. Who has a higher potential, Reina or Bellingham? Bellingham, in my opinion. Jude has much higher potential than Gio. Bellingham with his 3rd of the season. Yeah, I don't think it's that close. Both very talented youngsters, but Bellingham is just special. And the man comes up big. We were praising him. It's a poor ball from Dahoud. Dahoud's been kind of quiet this game too. Draw equals a loss. Well, we got some minutes here, man. We have some minutes to turn something around. Did yours just freeze?
No, but I know you're a couple seconds.
No. Mine just froze. What the fudge?
Did it go black or did it just freeze?
Oh my god. My game just froze. We score?
Yes. Did it just report?
I can't see it! Alright, I'm going over here. What the hell? No way! I think they broke the hood. damn thing. Was it a bullet? Oh my god. I didn't see it, but yes! My Sportsnet froze. I don't know what's wrong with my computer. Alright, let's get off of... Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working? Oh my god, that's unreal. Alright, I think I got it fixed. I think I was on 5G. I just freaked out. That is so disappointing. But actually it's dope because we're up 3-2 somehow. Alright, guys. Okay, we're back on. I got the game back on. I was on 5G. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We spent a good hour of today's stream bitching about the team. Ah, that's sick. Alright. Let's see if we can kill this thing out. No way. What a comeback. That's a Dortmund performance right there. Dude has been poor. Hold my beer. Yeah, my commentating sometimes is just much. Alright, guys. Drop a like on the chat if you guys are just joining us. Hopefully you were able to enjoy the frickin' goal. Because mine froze. Hey, where's Matar? Matar still here? Matar, are you in the chat? Oh, that's a dangerous ball. Koba got it. It's in. It's in. Yes. Good call, ref. Good call. You think John Brooks can play for Dortmund? No. No. Oh my god, I can't believe we did that. That's wild. Dude's, it was a beautiful hit, man. We know he can hit it from outside the box. It's a good finish. I watched the goal over on Taylor's screen, but Royce is coming out. Witzel's coming in. That substitution, that makes sense. Armband's going over to Hummels, I believe. JJD, hello, do you remember me? I do, my man. What a game, Josh. What a game. Every time we're losing by a couple, I just spend the entire... Us in chat just bitch. The entire stream. And then just like slowly Dortmund's like, Josh, up yours, you dick. Oh. Holy crap, that's hilarious. Alright. 2 of the 4 has been played. Witzel's come on. Not a lot to use from the bench. Just want to end this game, man. End this game. Oh, that's a good ball, too. Ah, but it oversteps. Oh, but look at Holland. Like a madman. Wants to get on the score sheet. Holland's been kind of quiet. I mean, you usually expect him to put away anything that comes his way. And obviously he had that one big chance that he probably should have buried. Nice ball. Look at big Erling Haaland go, man. Bore's on him. Foul. Oh, ref trying to break that up quickly. Oh, man. Honestly, Haaland's looking a little scary at the moment. I honestly would want to maybe bring him off. Just because I think he's losing his head just a touch. Yeah, he's gotta be careful, man. Alex said I left for 5 minutes. Next thing I saw, 3-2. Oh, man. If Josh was a Frankfurt fan. Told you this game would end 3-2. Couldn't play any worse. Yeah, wasn't a convincing performance, man, but I will take it. 1K likes. Yusuf comes in with the donation, says, let's go, boys, with the black and yellow hearts. Much love to my man, Yusuf. Appreciate the donation, my man. But damn. That's wild. 15 seconds to go in the 4 minutes. I'm assuming maybe an extra minute will come in. Holland's... I think he won himself a corner. He did. Well done from Holland. Killed some more times off. Holland looks like a Viking. About to kill a villager. Wild game. Yusuf's a goat. Oh, man. Luca, you talking about Jonathan David? Best 9 in CONCACAF? Good man. Yeah, Holland will like this win, man. You can just tell he's got some grit between his teeth. Looks like a young Brock Lesnar. Look at Holland, man. That's so smart. Winning corner after corner like that. Just killing like 15 seconds off the clock. Haven't seen a late comeback from BBB in a while. Oh, man. Someone picked up a yellow. I think it's Dahoud, maybe. Nice ball. Ah, haha. That's the game. Wow. Wow. That was painful, guys. Were you guys in pain? That was... Bellingham's getting in a fight. Look at you, man. Look at Holland. Holland and Bellingham, man. They just got so much grit between their teeth. They just... Oh, I love it. I love it. Happy but not happy with what we had to do. Ugly game, man. It was an ugly game. Let's not kid ourselves. But somehow we pulled off a 3-2 win. Holland and Bellingham are just going at Frankfurt, man. Oh, man. Good game-ish, boys. If you guys are just joining us or has been with us, be sure to drop a like on this stream. Drop a sub if you guys are new. That was a Dortmund game through and through. I don't know if that could have got any more Dortmund. Oh, man. That was something else. Well, guys, we're going to have a fun little 5 takeaways. BVB is going to BVB. Yeah, we'll get the 5 takeaways up for you in a real wild one. How did that happen? I do not know. It's part of the riot of being a Dortmund fan. It's always something else. But all right, guys, we're gonna wrap the stream up for today, man. But that was something else. I appreciate everyone tuning in for a crazy, typical Dortmund heart attack type game. On your guys' way out, if you haven't, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub. Our 5 takeaways video will be up right away. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We'll guys see you next time. Cheers, friends. Hey, bay for bay.